Last time, on Sailing Kittiwake, we explored Ibiza and found shelter from high winds by attaching to a mooring block. In this episode, we sailed to Espalmador to explore the island and its stunning sandbar. The owner of the mooring is here. And Ryan, of course, pushed me outside to speak to him.
I didn't push you out, it's just because you can speak Spanish.
He could speak better English. Anyway, he said it's fine for us to stay for the night. It was so embarrassing. He said his boat comes here on the 1st of June, which is in about 2 weeks, so we're fine to stay. And it was the most awkward moment of our lives. As if we stole something.
He's in like full scuba gear and he's underneath at the moment at the mooring, and he's just taking our chain off for us, which is very kind of him, and putting the boat's permanent mooring in place. So tomorrow morning I don't have to dive in and unhook the mooring, which is quite nice.
He was really nice about it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy, yeah.
He's letting us stay?
Yeah. And he speaks a bit of English. So he seemed really chilled out about the whole moorings thing here. So, yeah. Okay, go.
Cool. Looks like we've got new fancy neighbours. It's massive. Good morning. It's another beautiful day on Ibiza, and today we're leaving. It's looking really, really lovely here. So it's going to be a shame to leave, and I'll show you around. The water is so still. So lovely. There's our fancy neighbours still. Stayed for the night. Ryan's still in bed, but I'm gonna wake him up. Ooh. Wakey wakey.
What time is it?
8.
Oh.
Come on. What do you mean okay? Get up.
I'm getting up.
We're going to an island called Espalmador. It's on the northern tip of Formentera, and it's looking really good. I'm really looking forward to get there.
How have you found this place?
Yeah, it's been a great little sheltering spot. It's very, very quiet. There's not many people about. You just see the fishermen's huts, but no fishermen in them. And yeah, a few boats have come and gone. Mostly luxurious boats, so I think they're just like the really, really rich people living up the cliffs that they get dropped off and on their super expensive boats.
So, at Isla Espalmador, the place to anchor is called Puerto el Espalmador. But in Spanish, puerto can also mean like any place where you park a boat. So it can mean an anchorage, it's a bit confusing. But it says an anchorage off a beach. It gives excellent shelter from the north and east, that is open to southwest, blah 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 blah. And it says this popular anchorage, often containing up to 100 yachts, as well as tourist ferries and local crafts, gets ploughed up towards the end of the season when holding can be poor. However, it's large enough to cope with these numbers. It remains a tranquil and sheltered spot. Yeah, it looks really nice.
And we're out of season, aren't we?
Yeah, and I've heard that there's now mooring balls there, but you can't book them. We tried to see if like they were in operation yet, and thankfully they're not. So there might even be mooring balls that are there for free for use out of season, or it might be that we can do what we did here and just dive down and connect to a big mooring block, because if the holding's poor then it'd be nice to be connected to that, but it's so calm it doesn't really matter that much anyway.
So that nice Spanish man yesterday let us stay on this mooring, as you know, and you can really, really see the blocks this morning. Massive. Yeah. So Ryan's sleeping in the morning and I'm driving us off it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I made up a simple little bread dough. I'm just going to stick him in the sun now, and then after half an hour he'll be ready to make nice little flatbreads.
Call for you and me. Still, I'm in this game.
I've been waiting to get to Espalmador since we got to the Balearic Islands. It's meant to be stunning. There's meant to be a really tiny sandbar where you can walk in between of the sea. We didn't get a chance to go there when we were in Formentera, and then the winds sort of pushed us away. But that's the main reason why we are going back to Formentera today. And once we're happy that we have seen Espalmador and we filled our eyes with its crystal clear waters, then we will be ready to explore Ibiza rather than staying in Formentera again. It's a pretty expensive island. It was hard to do shopping. We had to just buy any cheap item in the shop, which made for a weird menu, but it's alright. It was worth it. The water is just so amazing, and yeah, I'm really excited. There's meant to be a mud bath as well, like I don't really know, but there's meant to be like a little bit of a lake with mud in it, and it's got some sort of beauty properties. I'm really not into that sort of stuff, so I don't know, but as we're there I might try it out.
So there's a motor vessel to our starboard side. Who's got right of way? We're motoring as well.
They've got right away.
They have got right of way. So we've got the engine on again today because there's a tiny breeze, but it's right on our nose. As it's only like a couple of hours away, we'll just use the engine. But because the distances around here are so short, it doesn't really seem that we're using very much fuel because we're moving like every few days and it's like 2 hours. So we haven't used all of our cheap Gibraltar fuel yet. And I think it'll probably be like at least another month before we use up all our fuel. So yeah, not too fussed about it really. So the stainless took a bit of a beating on the way up here. It was constantly getting covered in salt and spray. So now it's a bit calmer. I'm just going to go around and clean it all up and use a bit of metal polish on it to get it all nice and shiny again and stop it going all rusty and orange.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, it looks amazing. They buoyed off all the sand, which is the only thing we can anchor in, because the rest is protected seaweed called Posidonia. So yeah, we're gonna have to scope it out a bit more, figure out if there's space in the sand left, because it seems like all the sandy patches have been taken by day trippers right now. found a tiny spot of sand, and Ryan is putting down the chain, and then I'm gonna bed in the anchor.
We always bed in our anchor using the engine, and when we can, we go and have a look at it.
So we're here. It looks a little bit less spectacular on this side, but I'm sure that once the day trippers are gone, we can maybe move closer to the more stunning bit. I'm really excited to go to shore. It looks incredible. The camera won't pick it up because it's too far away, but for now we're gonna have to stay put because we're gonna wait for at least an hour for the anchor to, you know, be sure that it's settled and everything, because we're pretty close to shore, if you can see. Don't really want to end up on that seaweed. But yeah, that guy is a lucky guy with the house over there.
It's probably the guy that owns the island, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
After a tasty lunch featuring Ryan's homemade flatbread, we were happy that the anchor was well set and we were ready to go and explore this lovely island.
So we're entering the natural park at Espalmador. So we're going to the lagoon in the natural reserve, and you can tell there must be a water source or mud or whatever, because there's tons of birds flying over it. That's pretty cool. I guess it's like an environment of its own. It's different from anywhere I've seen. I thought it was going to be much stinkier. There's signs that say that it's unsafe to go in, and it can cause risks to your health. So we're not going to go in. This place is amazing. I think it's most likely the best place we've taken Kittiwake yet.
And your blood is in the water as you go straight through my heart. Through my heart.
You wanted
After I dropped our eco-friendly soap into the sea, we settled in for an evening of hammock cuddles.
I will be long gone by now. I guess my love is for the ocean, not for you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, videos, please consider supporting our production through Patreon or a casual PayPal donation. Tune in next time for some sunny sailing around the coast of Ibiza.